Welcome to the Grow Evolve Age Strong, Age Powerful channel with Mel Drago. Guys and girls, let's face it, for the majority of oldies, the older years have turned out to be more than a bit of a sad place. How so, I'm here, some of you ask. Well, it all begins in the 50s and 60s when we start noticing that we are getting weaker. Or too often we get to thinking, well, I'm getting older now, so let me grin and bear it, because that's the way things are meant to be. Or worse still, not noticing that we are going downhill. Thinking that's the way things are meant to be is not true, because the future oldie is going to be more magnificent than today's oldie. And by magnificent I mean empowered, fast, capable, independent, free, plus looking great. It's called aging by intelligent design. Look, there's a new world out there, as some of us may have noticed, and scientific innovations have come roaring in, riding on the back of questioning, asking questions like, what if there was a better way to age? Imagination. How can the future be better for older people? And then came the consequent research. And the result? We have scientific findings about aging in general, how things work to worsen our state as we age, and what strategies work to keep us humans up in the higher regions of health and performance. And you can bet that these scientific findings are going to, sooner or later, seep into the way of life of the majority of people around us. It's called the diffusion of knowledge. Hence, the future oldie is going to be in a much better place than the oldie of today because of knowledge and proactivity, taking action well in time. But right now, that future oldie is not you, unless you get the knowledge part and you get the proactivity part, taking action in advance part. Sadly, those who don't know what they need to do for the years ahead are not optimizing their opportunities for lifting themselves up, while they do have the ability to do so. Because time waits for no man or woman. The further away you are from 50, the closer you are to that disability threshold. And you need to implement that new knowledge about aging well before you hit that disability threshold. I call it the drop-off. That's why you need the education, coaching, tools and strategy now. Check out the Aging via Intelligent Design course at the growevolve.com site. The links are below for further details. And also because if at this stage of your life you're already feeling the disability creeping in, what will happen to you when you start accelerating down the steeper parts of that downhill graph? Notice that disability threshold. Once over that line, there's no clawing your way back up, however much money or willpower you have. Yes, whether you have tons of money makes no difference then. Remember too that you don't have the luxury of time. Let's wake up to the facts. Right now, become aware whether the actions you are taking today are moving you towards the bad place or towards the good place, the green side. So how do you become aware if you're doing the right things for yourself now? It's by testing your body, checking its current status, how it is doing right now. Because your body's current status will tell you if you are going in the right direction, if you are doing the right things. So let's get testing without any further ado. Here are 7 moves you need to be able to perform competently today and every day for the rest of your life. Of course, only if you want to be that magnificent older you that you were meant to be, that you have the potential to be. This is the minimum standard that I expect all who go through the Grow Evolve Aging via Intelligent Design course to achieve and maintain till the day they drop. The full squat. The full squat will test the strength of your legs and backside in general, as well as your hip mobility. If you can't drop to a horizontal upper thigh position today, and of course get back up easily, you need to start doing something about it immediately. Here's the criteria. You have the confidence to even attempt to squat. You can squat to a position where your thighs are parallel to the floor. You shouldn't need to hold on to any support, both while lowering yourself and while getting up to a full stand. You can put your hands out in front of you while squatting if you wish to. You can even bear some load on your back or on your front. And give yourself a mark for each. I regularly squat 130 kilos for 4 to 5 repetitions. And just today as I write this, I squatted 140 kilos for 4 repetitions. Through the years ahead, you must be highly aware of the need for a strong, indeed the word I use is powerful, lower body. The hinge. The hinge tests the strength of your glutes, hamstrings and especially your lower back, as well as your core. Many older people can't confidently reach out. they lose stability, stumble and fall, and the fall leads to a shortened lifespan or reduced quality of life. In fact, a broken hip can kill you within a year and a half. So here's the criteria. You have the confidence to even attempt to bend forward. You can bend forward to a position where your upper body is at a 45-degree angle or lower. You don't need to hold on to anything. You can even bear some load on your back or on your front. Then there's the lunge. The lunge is a move demanding core and glute ham strength, especially because it also involves returning smoothly back up to the start. It's a great indicator of whether you're going to be independent in the future or not. Here's the criteria. You have the confidence to even attempt to lunge. You can lunge forward and come back to the start. You don't need to hold on to anything. You can perform multiple lunges one after another. You can even bear some load on your back or on your front. The Australian Pullup. The Australian Pullup indicates the strength of your upper back. It's a move that you need to be able to perform today and into the future because your back supports you in so many ways. Here's the criteria. You have the confidence to even attempt to do this one. You can hold your weight on the bar. You don't need any assistance. You can get your chest pretty close to the bar and you can perform multiple repetitions. The push-up. The push-up is a chest, tricep, frontal deltoid test. Yes, the pushing muscles of your upper body. For the purposes of this test, women can test themselves from their knees, men on their toes. But I want all women who undertake the Aging via Intelligent Design course to be able to perform the push-up while on their toes. Here's the criteria. You have the confidence to even attempt to do a push-up. You can hold your weight off the ground with your arms bent slightly at the elbow. You don't need any assistance. You can get your chest down to the floor and back up again. You can perform multiple repetitions. The next test, the brace or the plank. The brace test or the plank as it is more popularly called, is a static isometric hold that indicates how well your core, the collection of muscles large and smaller that surround your chest and rib cage, is doing its job. These muscles help you keep upright and also help to bring yourself upright from a lying or sitting position. So here's the criteria. You have the confidence to even attempt to do this one. You can hold your body horizontal. You don't need any assistance to keep yourself away from the floor. You can be in a position with your body straight line horizontal. You can perform this multiple times. You can hold yourself in this position for 2 or more minutes. And the last one, the rotation. The rotation movement tests your flexibility, so important to help your muscles work and grow. Lose your mobility in any area of your body at your peril, especially around your trunk. The more disabled you are, the less you can twist yourself around to each side. Good mobility helps to stretch and challenge your muscles, and just as importantly is an indicator of the current state of your body. The more immobile you are, the lower on the strength and fitness scale you are. It's just that simple. That's it, guys and girls. You know now where you stand. If you're on the good side, you've passed all the 7 tests and you're able to do them competently, you are doing the right things for yourself going forward into the older years. And remember, this is for a long time. This is about 20, 30, 40 years. And if you are not able to do them, then you are setting yourself up for going down that disability curve, and it's going to be disaster. It's going to be a sad time. So do the right things for yourself. If you need help, the links are below. Being disabled and disempowered for decades is something you don't want. You can break through to the best you possible with the right help. Click below if you want better than the direction you're headed in right now. Yes, you too can. Take care. Lots of love. See you next time.